What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. I'm going to tell you, there's a pattern emerging for anyone actually paying attention to anything Sweet Baby Inc. Touches and is involved with, and that is, boy, I don't think they make very good games, because even though they love to talk about God of War Ragnarok, which sold less than God of War, Spider-Man 2 is the big one they love to talk about. That first Spider-Man, which they had no hand in, what an amazing game. 22 million units sold. The second one, 11 million units sold. And obviously, word of mouth on Sweet Baby Inc. is an all-time low. And Alan Wake 2 is something that they love to talk about. I don't care what they about. I 100% believe that Kim Belair had a hand in not just making Saga Anderson blick, but also making her a 50% playable character, which is one of the biggest complaints, that people wanted to play as Alan Wake, not as another character, let alone Saga Anderson. And that has led to the unfortunate reality that they've still, even after coming up on a year, they have still yet to make back their development and marketing budget. And this is, of course, Remedy Entertainment, who felt it super appropriate to hire Sweet Baby Inc. because, of course, what would a Norwegian company know about making a black female who's American? So, of course, they hired Canadians to do that. No offense, my Canadians, but in Remedy's most recent business review document, because, of course, it's always the tax and review documents that out them, the company shared at the end of the quarter, Alan Wake 2 has recouped most of its development and marketing expensive, but not all. Remedy Entertainment CEO Tero Vertala also shared that Alan Wake 2 did not yet generate royalties, and it will not be. They've got DLC out for it that isn't selling, and we know why. We know what they did. This is why we're also hearing that people that used to be associated with Sweet Baby Inc. or currently are, they are finding it much harder to get their foot in the door, and God bless them for that. So last time the company revealed sales data for the game, it was the business review from January to March in 2024, when it said in February 2024, Remedy announced that Alan Wake 2 had sold 1.3 million units as of the beginning of February. Alan Wake 2 sales have continued with a high average price. At the end of the first quarter, the game had recouped a significant part of the development and marketing expenses, but still is losing money because you haven't made back what you spent. That's called profitability. You haven't reached profitability, have you? You're still paying back the money you spent. The company had previously reported that the game had sold 1 million copies, which is not very, I mean, maybe for Alan Wake, that's all right. But for any other game, especially a game that was getting the hype this was, 1 million units is just nothing. Game released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Epic Games Store for PC. Unfortunately, we don't have PC numbers for Steam because it wasn't released on Steam, only through Epic Store, and fuck the Epic Store, which is what a lot of people say. We can't get access to the numbers they have. And yeah, this goes on to point out the very real unlikelihood of it generating any royalties for Remedy Entertainment, and it's not going to recover their investment. Game World Observer reporting that Alan Wake 2 was fully funded by Epic Games, and Remedy will be entitled to 50% of net revenue after Epic fully recoups its investment. And good luck if that ever happens. So we have a Finnish analyst, or analyst, I've heard it both ways, at Ricola, estimated that the game cost 70 million euros, with 50 million euros going to development, with the other 20 million going to marketing. Oof. You can see here that if that's true, it will never be near to breaking, or the game rather should have been near to breaking even, with 1.3 million in February. The game retails at $50. Now, granted, there were no physical releases, it was all digital, which means it's probably cost more. So you see that given the game has not recouped its cost yet and has not generated any royalties, means the sales for the game completely dried up after January. Yeah, basically, once people saw gameplay footage and reviews, people like myself who played it got halfway through and were like, yeah, the only time you play as Alan is in the dark place. It is a very different gameplay than the outside open world from the first game. That gameplay belongs to Saga Anderson, and they may have said it's 50-50, but it feels a lot more like 60-40 as far as gameplay-wise. Maybe even 70-30, with, of course, the 70% being the Saga character. So Alan is a guest star in his own goddamn sequel. Shocker that they haven't made money. Anyway, has anyone played this? I don't think so. Maybe you've watched footage. Either way, let me know what you think. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, Bye.